You started playing the guitar when you were 9 years old.
Mm.
Later on in your career, you got hold of a guitar from Jimi Hendrix. How did that come about?
It's a rumor that I just heard that so I don't have Jimi Hendrix's guitar, but Frank Zappa has a guitar that was a broken, burnt one of Hendrix's, and also Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top got a guitar from Hendrix, a blue one. But I don't know. It's just a rumor. It's. I wish it was Hendrix's, but it's not. Other people think it's Buddy Holly's as well, because I said somewhere in an article that the guitar I used is a Stratocaster, the same as Buddy Holly. You know the way you'd say it like that, and people then thought, hey, maybe it got burnt in the plane, you know.
You've played earlier in bands as Impact and Taste, but now you're playing under your own name and you got your own musicians. Does that mean that you write the music, the lyrics, and do the arrangements yourself, or do the band contribute?
No, I usually compose the songs myself. Usually, like if you write a song, you usually have a vague arrangement in your head with it, so I just play it along. But I mean, songs do change when you're rehearsing them. If somebody changes this or changes that, I mean, I'm quite happy to let it change into whatever shape. But as a rule, the song is, by the time I've written it at home and put it on a cassette and all that, it's taken a fair shape already, you know. But the lyrics I write all myself, and the music as well. The only non-originals I do are, up until now anyway, were ones like blues numbers that I like a lot, and just do those.
When you're making a song, is there any special way you do it? Like you find the melody first and you come to the text after, do you start with the text, or it's melody that most
changes actually. Sometimes it's a few lyrics or an idea, one sentence, and then I build it up into at least a verse, and then luckily then a bit of music will come with it. Or other times it's literally sitting down at home or in the bus or here or whatever. It might be a riff or a sequence of chords that sounds nice, and then you build it up, and then you try and that's what the inspiration. You have to try and find lyrics that can blend, but sometimes you're lucky, you have a set of lyrics and you can blend them into the new piece of music, So there's no one form for me really,
Are you self-taught, like guitar and also?
Oh yeah. I'm afraid so. No, I can't read music or anything, but I never had a lesson in my life, but just started young and just watched other people's hands and got little skiffle books, like folk guitar tutors with the dots on the strings. That's how I learned,
Yeah, I read somewhere that all the great blues players can read notes and things like that.
I think, well, that's possibly true, yeah. But
blues is what you hear, not real blues can't be written on a paper. You just
not really, no.
And feel it.
Yeah. I mean, it can be transcribed after it's written or after it's played. I mean, I've seen people like Stefan Grossman and Arlen Roth, or is it Arlen Roth? Yeah, in guitar magazines they write what was played, but it's not music really. It's more of a feeling thing, But I would like to be able to read music, but I can't. Anytime I try to learn out of one of the teach yourself music books, I get confused on the second page. It's just not my thing,
Where do you live in England or in Ireland, or is it based, or what do you say?
Well, I'm more or less based in London since the late 60s. But I go back to Ireland quite a bit, a couple of times a year, and I get if we're not too busy, I usually ramble back, and because I usually write better over there, and I like to go and see a couple of people I know. But for like practical purposes, I'm working out of London really,
What expectations did you have before you came to Tromsø?
Well, we just heard that people were trying to get us to come up and play, and there was a good welcome here, and that that it was a nice place to see, which it is, and but when you're doing a bunch of dates, you don't analyse it too much. You're more concerned about, will the equipment be okay? Will we get there on time? The practical things worry you more, really. But it's nice to play. You don't always have to play the capital city and the second biggest city. I mean, it's nice to sort of spread it around a bit. You can't, So we're glad we did it,
We're not used to like groups up here. It's like,
so I believe.
How many was there yesterday? About
1,200 maybe, 1,300.
That's the most it's ever been up here.
Yeah.
Mick DeVille.
He
was here a while ago. It was 600-700. And that's the most it's been up to now.
Yeah.
So it's only starting like.
Yeah. Well, also it's something to do with the population. You can't get people who don't exist. You know what I mean? There's only.
But there should be enough. There's enough youth, but not used to going to concerts. It's new here. That's like the thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's.
Tell us about the tour you're on now. It's like a quick tour. I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Like you're making a new record, is that?
Yeah, it's nearly finished. It's just in the mixing stage now, and a few overdubs left. But it's delayed. It was due out in the spring, but now it'll be out in the early sort of August or something like that. So.
What's the name of the record?
No title yet for it. Sorry. That's something I have to work out. It'll probably be one of the songs on the album that will give me the title, which is a cheap way of picking a title, but it's all right.
So you've played in Bergen and Finland.
Yeah, and we're playing Stockholm tomorrow night. Going down there today. We're playing in the Tivoli Gardens. It's open air job, but so it's quite a short scoot around. But hopefully next time we'll play more dates, But it's just kind of a coincidence, really, that these festivals all came together in the different countries that were, So we made a little visit out of it.
You have never really been so far up north as you are now.
No, haven't actually. No. So north of the. Yeah. It's hard for us to get used to the bright nights as well, Particularly if you're not a good person. I don't sleep very well, and the light comes through the windows. You're kind of psychologically not used to it, But it's all right,
Yeah, we are used to it here.
Yeah.
We live here, so we sleep in the winter and are
So
awake in the summer.
Is that the way it works out? Is it
Yeah.
more or less?
Yeah.
Because in the winter you got totally black nearly 24 hours a day. You got 1 hour, 2 hours of light.
Yeah. Does it not get a bit
It's a bit
gloomy?
depressing. Yeah, it is depressing.
Yeah.
And a hell of a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So people just stay indoors a lot. Does it affect the work pattern or?
No, not really. Well, not around here now.
Yeah.
You get busted or you get the car going.
Yeah.
You got some good tyres.
Yeah. But.
When you're like on major tours, do you get a chance to see much other than the gig halls and the hotels?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Usually no, because the schedule is really fairly tight. But sometimes you're lucky enough to get, a day or two off in a certain place, and then you can get around a bit, But you never get as much time as you would like, because it's the promoters and the agents. They think the best way to book a tour is as tight as possible, which is understandable. But I mean, sometimes it gets too tight, It gets too tight, but that's the way it is.
What would you say has been the highlight of your career so far?
Well, there's a couple of things that stand for me. I mean, as a musician, I played on a Muddy Waters album, which was a great thrill for me. And also I played on a Jerry Lee Lewis album, which was kind of a dream come true. But for my own stuff, I don't know. There's lots of gigs that come back to my mind, and certain, but I can't actually think of the one high point really. Because if you tour a lot like I have, it's very hard to say that gig or that year, but there's been a few good high points, but I can't bring them to mind.
What plans have you got for the future?
Well, once the album comes out, that'll get things sort of rolling again. With the touring will be booked up around that, and that's the main thing. That'll keep us busy enough. But I hope to get involved with other people's records as well now and then. I like doing sessions if I get the odd one. And I'd also like to get involved a little bit in film music if there's some possibility that'd be nice, because they're using a lot of rock, we call them rock players. For for music these days, they have Mark Knopfler's done a couple of things, and Ryan Cooder's done a few movie things. But I'd be interested in that,
When you're on, what countries do you tour? Any special
France, Germany, all the European countries, the Netherlands, England, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Italy, America, Canada. We've been quite a few of them. Yeah, there's a few countries we usually don't play behind the curtain. Oops, I'll get that. I can't remember.
No, just about the country. That's.
Oh yeah.
The band you got together now. You have the McAvoy.
Jerry McAvoy, bass
he's been a
player.
long time with
He
you.
is indeed. Yeah.
The drummer he's been. Hasn't been so long, has he?
No, Brendan O'Neill. He came along, and about 2 years ago, around the time we made the Jinx album. But I've known him quite a few years. He's a friend of Jerry's from Belfast, dating way back. They used to play when they were kids together, and so luckily he was available at that time. So, but he was working in a jazz rock band before this, strangely enough, and but he was kind of growing out of that and coming back towards rhythm and blues. So that was that, But it's convenient for me when you if you need a drummer and you happen to know him and he knows the bass player. It saved about 2 years playing together,
You got used to used to each other.
Oh yeah.
Where were you born in Ireland?
Ballyshannon and Donegal, but I was brought up in Cork on the south coast. That's kind of my home, really. But Jerry and Brendan are both from Belfast.